Welcome back to Luigi's Mansion 3. We're still in the Magician's floor, which is a lot of weird things, kind of, from room to room. I guess it's escape artist traps everywhere, but hey, key opened the door.
I got a lot of Wonderland vibes from this floor, to be honest. I don't remember if I mentioned that yet, because it's been like 3 weeks since we recorded commentary for this.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of Alice in Wonderland shenanigans going on in this stage.
Also, this perspective trick with the mirror is great.
It's one of those things. It's one of those awkward things. It's like this only works because it's a game. Luigi would have no problem navigating this.
Yeah, one of those
he probably
would things.
He probably wouldn't even be aware there's a mirror there until just then. Money.
That kind of stuff screws with the player's head, though, and it enhances the atmosphere of the area.
Depends on what atmosphere they're trying to go for, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it does have a spooky element to it if done correctly, although I think we've probably mentioned this before. This game isn't really all that scary.
Well, it's less about scare and more it confuses the player and frazzles their mindset so that whatever tension they're feeling is magnified a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. But this game doesn't... The original Luigi's Mansion did have an eerie vibe to it, like a typical, like...
Mm-hmm.
It functioned fairly well. Like, it wasn't ever really scary, but it felt ominous. Like, it had that atmosphere. This game isn't really going for that, which isn't inherently a bad thing, but it is worth pointing out, I think.
Cube. Those would be very expensive D6s.
Dude, have you seen some of the Dungeons and Dragon dice some people have?
I go to conventions.
There's like...
those are like really expensive shit if you want like really nice ones.
There's some that are like made of like real diamonds and crap, and probably like a full set probably costs like several $1,000s.
It would be incredibly stupid to buy one of those and actually roll the dice with them.
Yeah, exactly. So nobody's actually going to...
If someone has ever, like, made dice out of pearl or something...
They have. I'm sure they have.
That would be even dumber, because, like, you're not supposed to actually touch those with your hands. It ruins the pearl.
Interesting. I actually did not know that.
I forget exactly why.
The oils in your skin, most likely.
Probably.
Gotta wear gloves.
There are D&D dice made of meteorite.
Made of meteorite? Damn, how much... Wait, hold on. Let me guess. Is it $30,000 for a full set?
Let me check. I can give you an answer.
Wait, you're not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
No,
it probably
no,
would
not,
be that
no,
expensive.
I'm not kidding. Yeah. There probably would be folks that made D&D dice out of remnants of meteorite.
Yeah.
We humans are frivolous creatures.
Of course we are. It's part of the fun, I guess. No, it's actually not all that fun. I don't know.
$880.
Oh, that's way less than what I thought it was going to be.
It's because...
You could buy both next-gen consoles for that, probably.
No. No. With the rumors that I've heard about the PS5, which is going to be super out of date, not too long in the future, I was hearing something like $700 for the PS5.
No,
that's not happening.
That was a blatant placeholder that they're just using.
Dude.
Okay, let me put it this way, as I've said on Twitter a few times. If Sony couldn't get away with the follow-up to the then most successful console of all time in a good economy for $600, what makes you think they're going to go higher than that?
Because they feel like they can.
Why
or
would
they
they
feel
feel
like
like
they
they
have
can?
to. Because the PS4 is also doing really well, and also we've learned we've learned through this through the history of mankind that just because something is a bad idea or because someone or a group of people should have learned from their mistakes doesn't mean that they actually will learn from their mistakes.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm still expecting it to be a lot of money. If it's anything less than 500, I'm going to be actually shocked.
I'm expecting 500 to be the max.
I'm expecting 500 for the ones with the disc drive and like 400 or 450 for the
For
disc
digital
ones.
only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a D&D dice set made of mammoth tusks.
Oh, God.
Wow.
$3,000.
Yep. That sounds about right. Like woolly mammoth tusk, as in the extinct ones?
I'm going to... I don't know what the hell they're getting their mammoth tusks from, though. Maybe they robbed the museum.
Mammoths.
What are you going to do with this priceless artifact? I'm going to make a D&D dice set.
Mammoths, if I remember, aren't that old. They were actually hunted to extinction by, well...
Early humans.
Yeah. So... within the realm of possibility.
I mean, yeah, but it's also not something that we have lying around either. Like,
Well,
I would imagine that
would
most...
be why the high price point, you know?
Yeah, but I can't imagine that they would be selling any of it. Because I don't think that they're selling, like, dinosaur bones to anybody but the most, like, exclusive collectors.
Depends who
which
found it in the first place.
Yeah, but in that case, though, like, I don't think that they would... Like, if you were to make a D&D dice out of dinosaur bones, I feel like it would be even more than,
Doesn't actually
$3,000.
take much to make dice, though.
You know, it's not about the effort put into making it. It's about...
No,
scarcity
I mean,
of
it doesn't take much of the resource to make dice. You can make several sets from one tusk.
Yeah, but that it's also not about, like, how much... like they can make about it. It's about the prestige of the whole
Yeah,
thing.
well, my point is they aren't mass producing this stuff, so they can just make a few and put them on sale, and that's it. I'm not exactly
Someone will
defending
buy
it.
them.
I'm just saying it's not as
See,
big a thing as
Druid's
you might
dice, Alchemist's dice, Dragon's dice, Elemental dice, Necromancer's dice, and Specialty dice.
Oh, as if making
The others weren't specialty.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, some games will have you use certain dice combinations depending on what your class is.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the poor D12. Nobody ever uses the poor D12.
Also,
Ooh,
one of
moose
the
poop.
things that I rather expect is that they don't make the dice until they have the order.
Yeah, because then they can make what else out of the mammoth tusks, though.
I want to check out the Necromancer dice.
John, you know that's somebody's bones you would be using.
Man,
Oh, and what a selection.
you know, and I thought I was being fancy when I just bought a regular ass set of dice that are all D10s.
What a square.
And are patterned to look like the Vampire the Masquerade book. But, no.
No, buddy, you got to go after that moose poop.
It is literally just a box of, just a little container full of D10s, though, because Vampire the Masquerade only uses D10s.
That's
I still have that canister
weird, but
D&D
cool.
dice on the off chance I ever actually get to play D&D one of these days.
In real life, probably not anytime soon, but it's fun. I think,
mean, Nora has virtual D&D sessions with her friends.
yeah, I mean, they do exist, but
Roll20. It's a good place to get a game going online. If you buy the right assets, you can even do some pretty interesting stuff with the virtual game board.
yeah. I'm really picky about who I play with because I want to play with a group that I enjoy and also not only once every 6 months. So if I'm going to do it, so that doesn't leave a lot of options. But then again, I'm also really, really fucking picky. So if you have less standards than I do, you could probably have a decent time doing it.
The issue with me is that I want to play D&D, but I absolutely do not want to be the DM.
Oh yeah, and if you're the one initiating stuff, it almost always feels like it's on you to do it, right?
Yeah.
So, which no thanks.
I want to be a player, damn it.
Yeah, no.
And
I'm
it's
terrible
like,
as a DM. I've tried it like twice.
Do you do? Do you have to like draw the short straw to get a DM?
Not really. It's just
To be DM?
it's a really important and in its own way fun role. It's just not this particular kind of fun that I want to have for my first Dungeons and Dragons experience. Like if I were ever to Dungeon Master, I'd want it to be like after I had some time as a regular player.
I mean, no one expects you to GM your first time.
Eh.
Yeah, but also it always feels like almost nobody wants to do it. So,
That's also true, yes.
yeah.
Because of this, there are
prepared for
people
the
who
spread and
actually charge
responsibility.
money to be the Dungeon Master. I'm not kidding. And that's
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
I know that if you do like those like official leagues and stuff like that, then they will actually charge you for that sort of thing. But that's also because those people literally are getting paid to do it. So,
At that point, you're more like a referee in a sports event.
yeah, pretty much. It's also not the kind of experience that I think most people are thinking of when they do D&D, because it's much less personal. So yeah, that's why I've never personally really enjoyed that sort of experience, but that's also just me.
Hi, Magic Girls.
These three are probably I think we maybe talked about this in an earlier part, but these three are my favorite boss ghosts in the game.
Luigi, stop being scared. We're almost done with your third game doing this.
Yeah, but you don't just stop being scared. It's hard, man.
I
You need to
mean,
be on Twitter 24/7. You'll grow. You'll be dead inside eventually.
I wonder if the Mushroom Kingdom has the internet.
kind of, yeah.
Where?
In the
Francis and Super
tubes?
Paper. Francis and Super Paper Mario has it, and Peach.
Yeah, but
converses with them
he's
over the internet.
technically not in the Mushroom Kingdom. He's in an alternate dimension.
Yeah, I'm sure they have it in some fashion. They probably have conspiracy theorists about Peach and Bowser's relationship and all that.
Oh, probably.
It's not like the Toads have anything else to do.
Huh.
Yeah, you gotta have one of these games.
Oh, I'm terrible at these things.
It's the middle
matching
hat
the-
that has the bomb in it.
Yeah, matching which one is which.
I'm actually,
I don't remember this one being too bad, though.
No.
I'm actually
I tend
pretty
to
good
keep
at
them.
tracking this kind of thing.
I'm pretty good too, unless we get to like... I forget which Mario Party had, like the one that went like super fast, but you got like 3 stars if you got it right.
Oh, I don't remember which one that was.
I think it
either.
was 6. With like the board where you could like change prices and stuff.
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
a happening event sort of thing.
I haven't played Mario Party 6 in a long time. But yeah, that board is insane because you can get like 3 or 4 stars at once just by buying them, depending on
The price.
like what the price was, and it's pretty nuts. Like I think you can get like stars for 10 coins sometimes.
I think
and
they're
then
5.
Ghosts under the far right.
Yeah.
It's a
Like,
whole
I
lot
can do anything
easier.
about it on the footage.
Pretty sure past Ryan appreciates your advice.
It's a whole lot easier to track the hats when you're not also trying to dodge cards, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, even then, it's not very hard.
Yep.
It's Mario, so it's still a game inherently meant to be played by kids as well. So
Sorry, Ryan, it's Luigi.
big difference.
Yeah, one's green, one's red.
Yes,
Well, none
Beat
of the
Mario.
Luigi's Mansion games I would say are particularly challenging. I can't really think of one that...
No, not really.
Yeah, that was really super.
This was my only complaint with Dark Moon is it was too long.
I mean, some of the bosses were really annoying in Dark Moon, but I wouldn't say any of them were like hard in the traditional sense.
Got a button. I'm gonna plug it in the next part of Luigi's Mansion then.
Oh, I want to plug it in now.